On a double, on a double, on a double, on a double, in a bubble, in a bubble, in a bubble. On a double, 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 in a bubble. This is the Kenyan hexagon, and we are talking about, the highest appreciating assets in the history of mankind. Today we are looking at PLS Folio, and we are in the 1069, just one day to 1070. This is just to say that it is 1069 days since Palestine was launched, and this is how these assets have been performing. You can see in the last 24 hours, this is how they have been pumping. This is big news. Actually, I've seen Richard Hart post about this, like the price of this asset right now is like going crazy. Like in the last 24 hours, these assets have increased with more than 10%. That is crazy. But then you can just be very surprised from all their all-time high, these assets, that is to say Pulse and the rest of the coins, and apart the rest of the core coins, because not all coins, actually some meme coins are doing very good. So you can see like they have been down more than like negative 90%, more than 90%, a negative of 90%, from all their time high. That is to mean the highest price they have ever reached, now they have gone down this percentage. So you can see Pulse is they are trading at 0.508492 dollars, and we have Pulsex. Pulsex is actually the decentralized exchange under Pulsechain. yeah so it is the most liquid exchange under Pulsechain, where you are able to swap coins from Pulse to Pulsex, Pulse to Hex, and from Pulse to any other maybe meme coin or token under Pulsechain. So with that is Pulsex. Then we have Hex. Hex is the mining protocol. Mining protocol, that is to say like more or less like Bitcoin. So Hex is more like Bitcoin. Actually, everything Bitcoin is just that now you can be able to stake Hex between 1 day to 15 years. That is 5,555 days, 5,555 days. So you can be able to do that in any. You can be able to stake, and we have lots of strategies that you can be able to do with Hex. You can see it has been down more than 90, almost 95%. And then now we have eHex. This is Hex from Ethereum. Actually, this is the Hex that was previously existing on the Ethereum blockchain. You can see it is trading at $0.307245. About eHex, this was the Hex that was first launched on the Ethereum blockchain. Before now, Ethereum started developing some problems with the throughput, and the gas fee was very high. And then now Richard had forked the whole of the Ethereum blockchain, and now we had Pulse chain. So now initially we had Hex on the Ethereum blockchain. Now we have Hex, still there, but also now we have another type of Hex on now Palestine. And let it be said and let it be remembered that that was the highest or the biggest airdrop in the history of cryptocurrencies up to now. So if you are into crypto even before, and you have never like maybe checked your wallets, you might find that you have some of these coins now still existing now on the Pulsechain blockchain. The coins that were still existing, coins and tokens, actually, even NFTs, anything that was existing on the Ethereum blockchain before 2023, now it is still you have it copied on the Pulsechain blockchain. Then we have the INC. INC, this is the incentive token. This is a token that you get once you provide liquidity in the various liquidity pools under the Pulsex farms. Yeah, then we have Provex. Provex is actually a new coin. It's a new, no, not a new coin. It is a new token and a Pulsechain blockchain, but then it is the decentralized exchange across very many networks. That is to say, it is connecting both Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pulse, Solana. Every network on the blockchain is being connected by Provex, acting as a decentralized exchange. Yeah, so that is where Provex is coming from, and you can see it is now trading at 0.407795 dollars. Yeah, so actually it is giving us very good opportunities. These assets are giving us good opportunities, maybe to invest, or maybe you can just try them. Actually, once you have any of these assets, is that you are interacting with a code, and that is to mean that you are your own bank. Anything that you do with these assets is up to you. You get what you invest. Yeah, and now we have very many advantages. Of course, we have the airdrops. Anything that you own right now might be airdropped. You might be airdropped something else. Yeah, and that is to mean that these are good things. Like for instance, if you have staked hex, you get hedron, and if you have staked hex, you also get com. Yeah, that is communist. So we have very many assets that are attached under these assets. Under these, you might be having Pulse, and then you have, maybe you've been credited, or you've been given another token, and that is to say that is an airdrop. Okay. Yeah, so basically, so much about these assets. Now we are going to look into each one of them and how they have been performing, and yeah, you are able now to make your own informed decisions after that. So basically, I'm not any financial advisor regarding to this. Yeah, so make sure you do your own thorough analysis before you invest into any of these assets. Yeah, thank you very much. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.